The Fairy Castle Cactus, or Acanthocereus Tetragonus monstrose, is a unique branching cactus that looks like a tiny castle with many turrets rising into the air. If you shrank yourself down, you could probably live in it. In this guide, we're going to go over the background of this plant, as well as why we love it for lazy gardeners and some basic low-effort care tips. The fairy castle's origins are a bit tough to pin down. The base plant Acanthocereus Tetragonus is native to North, Central, and South America, but this specific plant was most likely discovered in cultivation rather than out in the wild. This cultivar arises from a monstrose mutation, meaning it has an abnormal growth pattern. The totem pole and booby cactus are a few popular examples of monstrose mutations in cacti that create lumpy, irregular growth. In this particular case, it causes the fairy castle to have unusually prolific branching. While other types of cereus cacti can grow in a similar fashion by cutting the stems and encouraging branching, this plant just naturally grows like this. On rare occasions, this plant can even express variegation, adding another mutation to the mix. Variegation is a lack of chlorophyll that turns the stems a bright yellow in this case. Collectors often seek them out for their rarity and beautiful colors. We love the Fairy Castle cactus for many reasons, but most of all, it's an effortless and low-maintenance plant. It's easy for beginners and very forgiving. Another reason we love it is for its compact size. They don't need a lot of space compared to a typical cactus. If you can keep it in a smaller pot, then it'll stay relatively small. And lastly, we just think it looks really cool. It's a very unique plant that will most likely be unlike anything else in your collection. Now, let's get into the basics of caring for this plant. Because it's a slower growing plant, the Fairy Castle can tolerate a range of light, but it will shine best in bright light to partial shade. When choosing a spot in your home, garden, or patio, remember the phrase bright light and in sight to ensure your plant gets the sunshine it needs and is checked on from time to time. If your space doesn't get a lot of light and you notice your cactus getting very stretched out and skinny, we recommend using grow lights. Make sure that you are using a potting mixture with at least 30% inorganic material, such as perlite or pumice, so that moisture can drain quickly and easily. Choosing a pot with drainage is key, and the size of the pot will dictate how large your fairy castle will grow, sort of like a goldfish. If you want it to stay smaller, keep it in a snug pot. If you want it to grow bigger, put it in a larger pot. To repot your fairy castle, get your pot with drainage and fill the bottom with well-draining soil. Remove the plant from its current pot and loosen the old soil around the roots. Center the plant in its new container, then fill the sides in with soil, pressing firmly down to secure the plant. Add top dressings to add stability and complete your arrangement, then give your plant a few rest days before watering. To see when your fairy castle needs a drink, check the soil and check the stems. The soil should be dry, which you can check by feeling the weight, and checking the moisture with your finger or a tool like a wooden skewer. The stems will also look a bit shriveled and deflated. Give the cactus a full soak, saturating the soil with multiple passes, and wait for the soil to completely dry out before watering again. These are drought-tolerant plants, so you won't need to worry about frequent watering or getting your friends to water if you go on a longer vacation. And you get to be even lazier in the winter when the fairy castle goes dormant. During this time, your cactus is taking a rest, and you may significantly cut back how much and how often you water. A healthy fairy castle has tall, firm green stems. It is a slow-growing plant and has relatively short spines compared to many other cacti. Because of its monstrose growth form, we believe this plant doesn't get much taller than 2 or 3 feet. If the stems get a reddish-brown tint, then they may be thirsty and getting too much sun, so give them a little shade and a drink, and they should turn nice and bright green again. Another common problem for the fairy castle are small brown spots, which are fungal issues. They grow tightly together, so they can be more prone to fungal spotting. Give them some more airflow if you can, some more inorganic soil, and let it dry out more fully. Because there are so many dense offsets, pests like scale or mealybugs can hide in between all of the stems. Use 70% isopropyl alcohol as a treatment and as a preventative measure. The fairy castle does well in USDA hardiness zones 9 through 11, preferring warmer temperatures between 60 degrees and 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Bring this cactus indoors if possible during hard frosts. They prefer low humidity environments with good air circulation. To propagate by stem cuttings, take a clean, sharp tool and cut across a healthy, thicker stem that is a few inches long. Let the cutting callus for 1 to 2 weeks so that it could get a protective scab. Then plant the cutting straight down into well-draining soil. Place the pot in bright indirect sunlight and wait a week or 2 before watering lightly. The Fairy Castle appears to have mild toxicity, so please be careful with this plant around pets and small children. The spines are short and not very rigid, but caution is still advised. Be warned, many stores sell this cactus with small, brightly colored fake flowers glued to the top of the stems. Blooms, in reality, seem to be quite rare with this cactus, and we're assuming that because of the Cereus genus, the flowers would be large, white, and night blooming. The Fairy Castle Cactus is a stunning plant of fantastical proportions, while also being very easy and effortless in its care. Just remember to give it plenty of light, well-draining soil, and the occasional pest check. With some patience and care, it will grow into a fortress. Please let us know in the comments if this video helped you out, or if you have any questions, and like and subscribe to our channel for more plant care videos.